How are you doing, guys? My name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And we're going to be continuing his watch party, or his reaction. And this episode will be called Mountain Glen. Go ahead and give us a rundown of the last one.
Last episode, we got to see girls fly out to, well, Mountain Glen with Dr. Ublik. We got to see the girls fight some Grim. Then we got to see Dr. Ublik pulling out some wisdom and asking the girls, as in girls, I mean Yang, Weiss, and Blake, on why do they want to be huntresses.
You can say girls. Like
girls.
they'll know what you mean.
And huntresses were asking why they want to be huntresses, and gave the answer like, I'm just out there, I want to go travel the world, I want to blah blah, kind of like, you know, why people want to ever
surface
travel.
Level answers.
Yeah. And then Yang kind of was like, I gotta uphold my name with honor. My last name, Weiss, I mean, I had to uphold my name with honor, and this, that. Okay, I understand. And he talked to Blake, and Blake said that she wanted to change the world from all the inequality and wanted. It was like, I'm down for that, but how are you gonna do it? And then he just zooped off, and then he talked to RWBY, and then RWBY and him witnessed these humongous, like, elephant-looking walking, and we got an awesome explanation of how Ram will not attack if they know that. They're smart. They're not stupid. Pretty much, like they are strategic, and they're not going to attack a human knowing that more will come. There's an opportunity type of thing.
Specifically, the ones that have learned.
Yeah, specifically the ones that have
the
learned.
young ones, the packs they were fighting, they were just attacking them, but they lost.
Yeah. So I mean, we talked. That's even.
I just wanted to clarify,
and that's even broke down in the, as y'all saw us watch the World of Remnant, how the young ones will fight, and then the older ones will walk away and throw. So we got a little bit more of that from Dr. Ublik, and more of an explanation on it. And we even got to witness how the looked straight at them, like, not right now, and just kept going.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
All right. So like I said, this one's called Mountain Glen. What do you think's gonna happen in this one?
I think we're gonna get a little bit of something going down, because RWBY kind of like a foreshadow saying it'll be better tomorrow.
Probably won't. All right.
Yeah, we'll see about it. Let's get it.
All right. Dude, this would be the lobby?
Oh, the loading lobby?
The loading lobby where everyone's kind of gathering?
Just jumping around and grabbing stuff, yeah. And then the world will do that, and then it drop.
Dude, that would be solid.
Yeah.
It just
disintegrated, and then you start falling from the sky. Oh.
If at any point you want to talk about something about the opener, just let me know.
Okay.
Like if you have a question, or you see something you want to talk about, or that goes for like all.
Yeah, I got you.
Trouble sleeping?
Arm was acting up.
Of course. So logically, you got out of bed, dressed yourself completely, and decided to gaze menacingly out into the distance. What's wrong?
Why do women have to be so smart?
I've trusted him for years.
I apologize.
I can't help but feel like he's keeping us in the dark.
Don't be ridiculous. You know very well that we are not the ones in the dark.
That makes it worse. I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long would act so passively.
You're a good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people, even against strong protest. It's admirable. But it's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack, and I think that's something worth remembering.
Ironwood's got me all worried now.
Why?
Makes me feel like Osman could be like a traitor, but I don't know.
You think Osmond's bad?
That's what it's making it seem like. That's what Iron was. And he didn't make it seem like that, but he's making it seem like he's acting off. Like there's something off about Osman right now. That's how he said it, right? Like he's known the guy for so long. Why is he acting that way? Doesn't understand it.
I would say.
If I find out Osman's bad, I'd be so butthurt. So if I find out Osman's bad, I'd be so butthurt. I don't want him to be bad.
He's the main villain. I'm kidding.
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Well, show's over. See you later, guys.
I think he asked us about being a huntress. Like, what was he trying to say?
Maybe he was just curious.
You think?
No.
Weiss, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. You two are talking.
That's me.
Okay, no, it's not, because you sleep through anything, bro. Don't even lie to me.
Okay, you're right.
It's not what you think. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company. Since he took control, our business has operated in a moral gray area.
That's putting it lightly.
Which is why I feel the need to make things right. If I had taken a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything. My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
All my life, I fought for what I thought was right. I had a partner named Adam. More of a mentor, actually. He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place. But of course, his idea of a perfect future turned out to be not perfect for everyone. I joined the academy because I knew huntsmen and huntresses were regarded as the most noble warriors in the world, always fighting for good. But I never really thought past that. When I leave the academy, how can I undo so many years of hate?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am. I do it all the time. When you learned I was a faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran. Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself.
Is that little noise we just heard when she said semblance?
Run away.
No, that was my phone.
Oh.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress.
I'm sorry, guys.
Not because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't
We have this super serious dialogue. She said. She said semblance. I heard a little. I was just like, is that the semblance noise? No, that's my.
Oh no, bro.
I'll put it on that this way now. I'm gonna.
I ran. Even my
Okay.
semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself. An empty copy that takes the hit while I run away.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress. Not really because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing. Being a huntress just happens to line up with that. I'm not like Ruby. She's always wanted to be a huntress. It's like she said, ever since she was a kid, she dreamt about being the heroes in the books, helping people and saving the day, and never asking for anything else in return. Even when she couldn't fight, she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's why she trained so hard to get where she is today.
Well, she's still just a kid.
She's only 2 years younger. We're all kids.
Well, not anymore. I mean, look where we are. In the middle of a war zone and armed to the teeth.
It's the life we chose.
It's a job. We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
Oh, my dad. Right under my armpit.
It's late. Go back to bed.
He's about the same size.
Zwei!
Freaking dogs. Wake him up in the morning.
Sleep low.
Zwei, where are you? Zwei! Huh? This is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
Dude, literally could have done that. At least he had the common courtesy to leave the...
What was what? I thought I heard a Beowulf or something. Let's just finish our patrol and get back to base.
You can do with
This place gives me
a Beowulf. Oof. She's got dead silence on right now.
Dead silence, baby.
She got Ninja Pro. Search and destroy. Let's go. Oh.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes. Oh, this is it! This is it! Oh man! Come on, we gotta get the others. Huh?
freeze! Where does she come from?
She doesn't have her weapon.
You're a long way from home, little girl.
Hey, hands off!
Oh.
The boss is gonna want to see this one.
Oh. Ruby just got Jade, bro.
Hey, Weiss. It's your... Ruby? Hey, where's Ruby?
What?
What?
Zwei? What's going on?
Grab your weapons. Your leader may be in trouble.
What are you trying to do? Blow us to the moon?
Sorry, sir.
Hey, boss! Found something you might want to see.
Is it good or bad, Perry? Because let me tell you, I have had a day.
That Torchwick?
Girl? That would be bad.
Ruby's scythe! Oh no.
Do you think she fell?
Val!
Down there.
Oh my. Of course. Of course, of course, of course!
What is it?
How could I be so stupid?
Dr. Ublek, what's wrong?
Mountain Glen! Yes, an expansion of Vale that was inevitably destroyed by creatures of Grimm, previously home to thousands of people, working people commuting to the city, the main city, developed a subway system to the inner city. Grimm's attacks increase, population in danger, now desperately searching for shelter. City evacuates into metro tunnels, and what do they find? The southeast quadrant of Vale is known for wild
Look at the dog.
forests and deep caves.
Doc, what are you
He
saying?
licked his finger.
We're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network.
They've been working in caves?
No, Mountain Glen was Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. It worked for a short period of time, thanks to an aggressive perimeter defense and unique transportation. The city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural barriers Vale had to protect its borders, Mountain Glen was doomed from the start. As the end drew near, the citizens of the territory made one last attempt at survival. They took up shelter beneath the city, in the massive caves that they had cleared out for the subway, and they had cut themselves off from the surface.
An underground village?
In a matter of speaking, yes. A safe haven. Until an explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean grim. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels, creating the world's largest tomb. If Ruby is down there, we must find her.
Oh, snap. Blake got his gun out. Oh, it's game over.
It was his furnace, bro.
I know, dude.
His furnace was the weapon. Alright, so... let's see. We're gonna go here. So these two are talking. You said that this conversation made Ozpin look questionable.
Yes.
Right. So who do you think Ozpin is what? Is he good guy, bad guy, anti-hero?
He's neutral.
Anti-hero, okay. So like, what do you think's going on?
I have literally no idea. Because the questioning from Ironwood makes me kind of wonder. Because I think Osman is just on maybe another level off, but he just might be on a whole nother level of intelligence when it comes to Ironwood, or just their thought processes are just so far apart. But the Ironwood said that this isn't the same guy known for he's massive.
Talk a little bit closer to the mic. You're good now.
Got you. But no, it seems like he says like, for this guy I've known for years, he just like he's acting out of character, kind of saying that he's being really passive and not him.
Mm.
And then Goodwitch had to remind him with like the whole, he's a lot more experienced and got a lot under his belt compared to me. But it's like any show ever. You ever hear anything like that? It's like they're like trying to like make it seem like it could be the guy, but then they remind you like, oh no, he's just this, and then all of a sudden, boom, he is the guy. So it's like I'm taking like of any show you've ever watched ever kind of like theory and putting it into this.
So if you were to make a bet right now, would you say Ozpin is a good guy or a villain? Based on what you have right now. I mean, obviously you don't have to actually think this like thoroughly. This is just like a...
I had to say, you know what? I'm going to say villain. I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of villains, when they're in like this, they get closest to the strongest people. And I think that he knows the RWBY group, is potentially the strongest group out of all the groups. And I think he's trying to manipulate that group into something that maybe will ruin them, in a sense.
Okay.
But, I mean, clearly something backfires because we have 8 volumes and I have no idea what happens to them because I obviously haven't watched them.
What? No, we don't have 8 volumes. No. Spoiler, they make it out of this? What?
What?
It's like, okay, no.
But I would have to say that as of right now, if I'm taking theory and like all old show logics and stuff like that, he might be a bad guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say might, even though you told me to do one or the other. I'm gonna say, if I had to pick one, I'll say bad guy, but I'm still like in the middle.
Okay. So here, like, even she has a scope on this. She could fight it, but there's no point in fighting it. Right?
Yeah.
Same thing, because if she kills it, more will show up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they're both the Grimm and humans have the same kind of thing. Like, there's no need to. I mean, you want to kill the Grimm, but when you do, the effect of killing one more will show up. So it's like it's the same thing. But the Grimm, if you kill a human, more humans will show up. So they're the same thing.
Yeah.
So here they're talking about it. They're different perspectives. So Yang was like, she's a thrill seeker, and she was like, she doesn't want to necessarily be a huntress.
Yeah.
For being a huntress, she wants to use being a huntress for like her own gain. She wants to walk around. She wants to adventure and stuff, which is more accurate. Which is better than just saying I'm doing it for a noble reason. Like if you're not, it's better to be honest rather than to lie about a righteous reason.
Exactly.
So, not saying it was bad, right? Because there's many things you can do with being 100. But so Weiss was like, oh, you know, when my dad took over, the company started running a little shaky. So it's like I want to fix it. Yeah. Right. So it wasn't more about upholding the Schnee name. It was more about correcting the Schnee name from what she said. Blake, she started talking about Adam.
Yep.
Said I had a mentor. And he was pretty much Adam. And then we got insight on her semblance. She said it. So her semblance, she's able to leave like a shadow of herself behind. Like I said, you've seen this many times. If we looked at the previous fights, you would see two versions of Blake. One that's not moving, and then her. So one that is moving, she kind of jumps out of herself.
Got you.
Right. So this is where she starts talking about, okay, I went, or like when you found out I was a faunus, I ran, you know, when all this other stuff, I ran, you know, when my mentor, I figured out he was evil, I ran, you know, even my semblance, it allows me to leave a shadow behind so I can run, you know, it's like, she thinks that she's kind of like a coward almost because she just runs all the time. So here they start talking about what it actually means to be a huntress. I mean, it's a job to save the people.
Yeah.
Right. It's like military almost. Like you're giving up your life to save everyone else's. Yeah. Right. But not necessarily like you're not sacrificing your life, but you're giving away like your free time, I guess. It's like you're dedicating yourself to making sure everyone else is able to enjoy like their peace and stuff. Yeah. So and then they talk about RWBY. And they were like, why don't you think they asked RWBY? And he was like, or she was like, because this is what she wants to do. Like she trained so hard. Like she's obviously here. Like she's on the path to become a huntress. She wants to be a huntress. She knows why she wants to be a huntress.
It's been a day one thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like with all them, or it was like an alternate thing. It was like
this is what she had set in stone. She wanted to save people without getting anything. She was like trying to be a real hero.
Yeah.
So then they were talking about it. So then they so Zwei goes out and then they start following. Zwei is very intelligent, by the way. Very hyper intelligent. And
clearly.
So she falls in.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her weapon, and then she just gets
straight booped right in the chin.
Look at her. Punch.
Boom!
The boss is gonna want to
sit down, bruh.
Curb stomp. So it's just like, bro, so she just got bodied when she didn't have her weapon, right? But she's such a strong fighter with her weapon, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So then they go and they start talking about it. So here, you see all these. This is a bomb.
Yeah.
Right? You look at it.
Yeah.
And then you can assume that all the dust that they've been taking are in these like crates and stuff.
Okay.
So like there's they've just been taking, the White Fang was told to clear out. So clear out and then move it to another location. So this is the location they moved it to. So now I have all of this dust on a train. So what do you think is going on with this train?
I don't know. They're transporting the dust somewhere, or loaded it all? I don't know.
So what did they say about the train? Or like what before they fell in? What did they say?
What did they say about the train?
Yeah. What did Dr. RWBY say?
I don't remember.
So. Be like right here.
Time, thanks to aggressive perimeter defense and unique transportation, the city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural
transport to the main kingdom.
So the train is set up to go from this Mountain Glen to the main kingdom. But it was blocked off. So what do you think they're going to do with it?
Oh, they're going to blow it up.
Blow what up?
The block off.
Okay.
whatever they have blocking it off, they're gonna try to get through it.
Okay. That's what you think's gonna happen?
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
100%. Ain't no option.
Nope.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. The next 2 episodes are two of my personal 2 favorites of all time.
Okay.
We streams. Check us out on YouTube or check us out on Twitch. Subscribe to my YouTube. I mean, also check us out on YouTube. But whatever. But we'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye, guys.
Later.